Most of us enter a new year wanting to set great financial goals, personal goals, financial goals, all of that. I have 10 SMART, and I'll explain that in a second, 10 SMART financial goals for you to set in 2024. So let's jump into it. First off, what is a SMART goal? Well, SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So as you lay out these 10 goals I'm gonna go over here, make sure that they check all those 5 boxes of being a SMART decision as you head into 2024 here. The first financial goal needs to be to build an emergency fund. Now, a lot of you skip the emergency fund because it's not fun, right? An emergency fund is kind of boring, but it's there for a reason. If you lose your job, if you have an emergency of any sort, there's going to be a bucket of money there for you to lean on. You don't have to dip into your investments, sell a great stock that you own, whatever it is. So make sure you start with the foundation and build an emergency fund. Now, typically, 3 to 6 months is good. I like to have a 6 to 9 month emergency fund. So look at what your monthly expenses are and start building out that emergency fund before you start investing into other accounts that might carry more risk and fluctuation, because when that emergency comes, it's usually at the worst time. And if you have cash aside or secure savings, it's going to be a great spot to be in. The second one, and it's the opposite end of this, is make sure you start a fun fund or an adventure fund. Something where it's money that you're going to use for travel, for activities, something that you really enjoy doing day in and day out. Now, this could be a trip for down the road, 2, 3, 4 years from now. It could be something at the end of this year. Figure out what the goal is, how much money you need, and start saving for that. So again, don't just make saving boring by saving up for an emergency fund, but start trickling a little bit of that money in that adventure fund so that you can use that money down the road. And it kind of gives you more purpose and passion for where you're saving money to, because I know the emergency fund is just not something fun to save for. The third tip I have for you is to take a financial course. A lot of you are sitting there and you have very little financial knowledge, and that's really the failure of our school system. And hopefully that'll change over time. But for now, the onus is on you to kind of do your own digging. Now, watching videos like this will help. It'll give you tips. Watch more videos out there, but there's a lot of courses out there. Some of them are free, give you the basics. Some of them you pay for. Now, we have a financial masterclass. We currently have it on sale. It's regular $399, on for $99. So we'll put that link below as well. If you're looking for a great course to get the foundation of financial, investment, insurance, tax, savings, all of the things that you should have learned back in high school to give you that foundation, our financial masterclass is a great course to go through. Again, it's on sale for $99. We'll put that link below. If you're like me and you're able to pay everything with a credit card, but also pay off your credit card at the end of the month, if you're diligent and are able to do that, then I encourage you to use those credit card points for travel or buying other things. Now, again, every card is focused on something different, and I'm not pushing any card here, but do you like to travel? Well, then get a travel card. If you like cash back, get the cashback card. For us, we like travel cards, so we have a couple travel cards for our family, and as we build up those points, we use those for our family trips. So again, instead of paying cash for everything, which might be a situation you're in right now, where, Adam, I need to just pay cash, because if I pay credit card, I'll get in trouble. That's perfect. Put this tip aside for now. Come back to it when time is right. But if you're someone that's able to pay off your credit card every month, you're diligent with that, start building up points, because those points can add to free travel, free items, whatever it is that you're looking to save up for. So make sure you utilize and make sure you get the best card for yourself. The fifth tip I have for you is put money into both an RSP and a tax-free savings account this year. Understand how both work, the benefits of both, the drawbacks of both, and how they are set up to begin with. So if you've never set up an RSP or a TFSA, again, a registered retirement savings plan and a tax-free savings account, make sure to get those set up so you understand how they work and the benefits of them as you build out wealth going forward. The sixth tip would be to hire a financial planner, and this doesn't have to be an expensive adventure for you. There's a lot of financial planners out there. I'll link a couple below for you that focus on kind of that younger generation. You can hire them on an hourly or consulting service and just get some advice. Get moving in the right direction. Making wrong financial decisions can be costly for many years. It's worth it to pay, a couple $100, spend an hour with a professional, and get some tips to make sure you're doing things in the right order. Again, our team, our office here, we focus more on retirement planning as far as the services that we offer, but there's a lot of great financial planners out there that are focused on hourly consulting or serving that kind of 20 to 45-year-old market, that wealth accumulation mode. The seventh tip I have for you is to diversify your investments this year. A lot of you are sitting in one stock, or maybe you're sitting in cash or GICs because you don't know quite what to do. start educating yourself around investments. Now, again, lots of great videos out there on YouTube. Just be careful who you're watching because a lot are unregistered. Try and find someone that's registered. So they're a CFA here in Canada, someone like that. They do this as a profession and they're sharing their advice on YouTube or other platforms. So start learning a bit more about investments, what the best solutions are for you. Talk to your financial planner and investment person at the bank, but get your money working for you. A lot of you are sitting on cash, which is okay at certain times if you're saving up for a short-term thing. But for a lot of you, if it's long-term money, get that money working for you. Figure out what the best solution is for you and start moving on that today. The 8th tip, and this is maybe the biggest and most impactful one, is to make a will and powers of attorney. And a lot of us, when we're younger, we think, you know what, I don't need that. I'm not married, I don't have kids, or maybe I do, and I just don't want to deal with that stuff. Look, if you pass away, if you have any type of debt, anything, it's going to fall on the people that you love. If you have assets and you want it to go somewhere, your will tell people where that money should go. So regardless of what your age or stage of life, get a will put together. If the cost of putting a will together with a lawyer or notary kind of sets you back, then look at some of the online will options. There's Willful, legalwills.ca is another one. So there's good online will options for you. Check them out, figure out what the best solution is for you, but get a will and powers of attorney in place so if something happens to you, your loved ones are taken care of. The 9th tip I have for you is to get disability, critical illness insurance, or life insurance. Now, a lot of you think insurance, no thanks, I already got car, house, whatever it is. You probably spend a lot of money on insurance, but those are insurances you'll probably never claim on, and if you do, it's just a small amount. Like if you ding up your car insurance, $1,000. Well, what happens if you ding your head? You can't work anymore. Who's gonna pay your paycheck? And I see this is very common with people that are younger, especially, but even older. You're working, you don't have disability insurance at work, and you never go get your own. There's individual disability insurance you should be looking into. Now, it's not the cheapest thing, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper than having something happen to you and you don't have the ability to earn income. So I always use kind of job A, job B. So job A is you're making $60,000 a year as long as you can work. But if you become disabled, you make zero. So $60,000, zero, job A. Job B, we're gonna make $57,000 a year, but if you become disabled, you're still gonna make $45,000. And again, the math isn't perfect, but the concept is there. I would rather take a little bit less off the top, knowing that, hey, if something happens to me, I'm well covered. Critical illness insurance is something if you have, cancer, stroke, heart attack. Life insurance is the other big thing. If you're going to start with one of them, I would say disability, if you're younger. If you're married, have family, have people that rely on you financially, life insurance needs to be the most important, followed by disability insurance, followed by critical illness insurance. That's kind of the order I would go in, but you need to look into this. Don't put it off. If you're 18 up, you're an adult now. You need to take care of yourself and those around you. Make sure you have proper life insurance, disability insurance, and ideally critical illness insurance as well. The 10th and final tip I have for you is have fun with this. A lot of us look at financial things as stressful. We don't want to learn it. I don't know what to do. You can make finances fun. And again, number 2 tip I gave for you is to save for something fun, right? Like that's fun. Add more of that spice into it. Do it with your partner. Do it with a friend, a family member, someone like that. Like bring someone alongside you. Make this experience fun for you so that you dig into it more, you learn into it more, and you can make more impact on your finances as you go through 2024 and beyond. Again, build that foundation and then build up from there. A lot of us forget about the foundation and we start building and then it all crumbles out. So get the financial education, then start building that foundation with the emergency fund, life insurance, disability, and then start saving up from there. Again, protect that foundation because I see it again and again where people are shooting for the sky and then everything gets taken out from below them. So build that foundation. The wealthiest clients we have in retirement built a very thick and solid foundation first and then built the wealth up from there. So best of luck as you go through 2024. Work on these 10 SMART goals as you go through your financial plan heading into 2024.